several miles from Martha Vanetta's farm. I've written about government overreach in publications such as the National Law Journal, Politico, the Chronicle of Philanthropy, and Washington Examiner, among many others. One writer wrote that HB 1430 clarifies the traditional commerce rights of small farmers to be protected. And the writer says, it's a shame that Virginia, of all places, would need legislation to clarify that right. As Delegate Whitty-Felter explained, the bill is rather simple, just protect the commerce rights of farmers. So I'd like to address what I've heard as opposition to the Vanetta bill. And these forms of opposition, I think, actually highlight why the bill should pass. Some claim right now it would be wrong to amend the Right to Farm Act, which now protects farms from private nuisance lawsuits. So it is the loud noises of tractors and the joyfully odoriferous smells of farms that are protected, but not the right of a small farmer to earn a living and preserve their farmland. Let me get that straight. Noise and stink are protected, but not the right of a farmer to sell to a willing buyer. Some claim that the Vanetta bill would have unintended consequences, such as creating mini Walmarts from the sale of items, quote, related to and consistent with farms. As the Richmond Times-Dispatch writes today, the Vanetta bill is actually the antidote to Walmarts because it helps farmers preserve their property. Speaking of unintended consequences, right now the situation is that without the Vanetta bill, counties can stop and shut down small farms effectively without court hearings and adjudication or following the rules of evidence, while allowing other farmers, such as some farms that are even represented by lobbyists here today in opposition to the Vanetta bill, remain open. The news reports show Mrs. Vanetta was also threatened with fines of up to $5,000 for hosting a birthday party for 8 10-year-old girls on her farm. In other words, we now have what I would call crony farming in some parts of Virginia, and the protection of commerce rights would simply ensure that crony farming does not exist in the Commonwealth of Virginia. We've taken out provisions, or the House took out provisions that would protect constitutional rights and provide reasonable and fair remedies when counties violate the Right to Farm Act. And we are satisfied going forward at this time with just the simple protections for farmers and their rights. And I respectfully ask this committee to pass the Vanetta bill today, and that it become effective as Delegate Whitty-Felter suggests, rather than having it subject to the reenactment clause. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.